Good afternoon, gentlemen. My name is Sean Spiller, and I'm a high school science teacher, and I'm also Secretary-Treasurer of the New Jersey Education Association, representing over 200,000 school employees throughout the state and the over 1.4 million students that they educate. And thank you for giving me the time to be here today. Now, I'm here this afternoon to discuss the importance of returning school districts to local control. Unfortunately, prolonged state intervention measures have alienated the very communities the districts were supposed to serve, and in some cases have even put state-operated districts on a collision course with the parents and the local governing board. The New Jersey legislature enacted the Quality Single Accountability Continuum, or QSAC, in 2005. QSAC established a performance monitoring system for all public schools, and it outlined a path for state-operated districts to return to local control. As you know, under QSAC, a district is evaluated in 5 areas of effectiveness: instruction and program, personnel, fiscal management, operations, and governance. The law sets a score of 80 as a threshold for restoring local control in one or more of these areas. It's important to note that although 3 out of 4 of the impacted districts have control of one or more of these control areas, Jersey City is the only district that has local control of the crucial area of governance restored, and that was in 2007. We have seen in the past that when districts meet the criteria established by the state, the rules are changed and local control is again pulled away from the community's reach. Without the crucial area of governance returned, the state maintains the authority to appoint the superintendent and veto any decisions made by the local school board, effectively retaining control over the districts. This system essentially overrides the voices of those who have the highest stakes in the school districts: parents, community leaders, local elected officials, and of course students. And that is just unacceptable. In addition, the reality of state control is that it has not been a resounding success. Let's use Paterson as an example, although each of the state-controlled districts share many of these same concerns. I was president of the Wayne Education Association, which borders Paterson, and I was a board member of the Passaic County Education Association, so I'm particularly aware of what's going on in Paterson. Now, the problems in Paterson are too numerous to completely share here today, but know this, that our members in Paterson are working hard to make the district succeed and thrive. I can attest that the students there are some of the best and brightest, but the district is clearly hamstrung by the bureaucracy of state control. Class sizes have spiked dramatically, and educators report they have as many as 40 students in one class. The facilities are dilapidated. There are significant staff shortages, and substitutes don't want to work in the district. At the same time, educators are trying to meet their students' needs and provide them an excellent education in a challenging environment. They are reporting that they are being completely overwhelmed with paperwork, and that paperwork does nothing to help with student success. Suffice it to say, morale among students and staff is at an all-time low. There's a general feeling that the problems are too big and too widespread. For more than 20 years, the state has not kept its promise to Paterson students, parents, and staff. As for the work of ending state takeover and transitioning to local control in all school districts continues, it is important to understand that existing QSAC law provides a roadmap for us to get there. I urge the Department of Education and this board to follow the QSAC law and return state-operated districts to local control as the districts meet the benchmarks under QSAC. There is no need to create new hoops for the districts and communities to jump through, particularly since it will further erode already shaken confidence in the department. I also urge the department and this board to review and make QSAC scores available in a timely manner. For state-operated districts with scores below the threshold, in order to regain control, the commissioner should move quickly to assist those districts, as QSAC directs, by the way, and provide whatever technical assistance is needed to ensure that the district can boost its scores above the adequate threshold in an expeditious manner. Once the district meets the required threshold, the commissioner should immediately make the recommendation that the component in question be returned to local control, followed by swift board approval. The legislature clearly laid out the process for returning local authority in QSAC, and the law has been successfully used to return several components to state-operated districts. The decision to return fiscal management of governance to Jersey City in 2007 was followed by a return of operations and personnel in 2015, operations and fiscal management to Newark in 2007 and 2014 respectively, and operations to Paterson in 2014. All of those efforts are commendable, but all-out efforts should be taken to make sure that all of the areas are returned to local control as soon as possible. As districts show the capacity to provide a quality public education to all students, the state should make a greater commitment to supporting those districts and also ending the more 2 decades of state takeover. The time is now. The time is now to put all state-operated districts on a path to local control in an expedited, thoughtful, and deliberative fashion, and I applaud you for your efforts in doing so. Thank you very much, gentlemen.